guys, clearly it's been a while, but semester's over, I'm back at home, and I'm here with another video. So, as you've read from the title, today I'm addressing an issue that's been bothering me for a while. I'm talking about the way women are represented in literature by specifically male authors. Thankfully, I haven't read recently too many books that have this issue, but this kind of started off with one book that I read earlier in the semester, but I've seen it more, and I've come to realize I've seen it in a lot of books written by male authors, and it just really, really bothers me. So I'm gonna talk about 5 things. Okay, let's dive straight into it. Number 1, the most annoying thing I find is the way women are described. When you first come across a female character, in a novel written by a guy, you'll see that they tend to go excessively into detail about the physicality of this female character, about like her plush lips and excessively describing the shape of her breasts and her butt and like her flat stomach, and it's always skinny women. It's always skinny women. Most usually blonde-haired, blue-eyed skinny women. And that's an issue in diversity. Kinds of descriptions just kind of sexualize them, and it's so gross to read. I get very uncomfortable, and every time it makes me want to take a hot shower and scrape the skin off myself. And it's not even the first time you come across them. Every time you come across a female character, new or the same one, it's the same thing. There's in-depth description about their clothing, how tight it is, and blah blah, and if they're wearing anything loose, it's like, oh my god, she's such a revolutionary, she's not like other girls. Number 2 is how these female characters tend to solely exist for the purpose of improving the life of their main character. They literally just their existence revolves around this main character. They don't have lives outside it. They're not described as having friends. Most of the time these women, or at least in the books that I've read, they have bad relationships with their family, so it's this one girl who's essentially isolated from any kind of outside contact except for this one male dude, and her existence is there to do whatever it is that this guy's story is about. And a lot of the times it's not even like this woman exists in any other place than where the guy met her. Like, earlier interactions tend to happen in the same spot, and it's like this girl disappears and appears in the same spot every time the guy appears there. And it's like she has no existence beyond that one point, and she's like in video games where you have like your stopping point and like a character pops up to tell you about your future mission, is basically what these women are written as. And it's really insulting to see that they don't have any kind of life beyond that one point. 3, 4, I guess, is weird age gaps. And this one I really, really hate. To the very core of my existence, I hate. It's not only like older men on younger women, but also older women on younger men, and older men on younger men, also older women on younger women. It's gross. Age gaps are just weird. But this happens especially, as far as I've read, in very heteronormative literature of older men preying on younger women, especially like the thought of waiting for a girl until she turns 18 is just so gross. And like, it's always weirdly middle-aged men who are preying on younger girls, and it's sometimes they have some kind of moral struggle about dating these younger girls. It's like, oh, I know I shouldn't because she could be my daughter, but I can't fight my animalistic instincts. It's like that base instinct is what excuses them. It's just really gross and disgusting to see that that's a thing that is excused by male authors and by male characters in literature. And yeah, sometimes maybe it's addressed as a problem, but it's always written off as like, no, but it's the girl's choice to be with a guy. I have never come across any girl in real life that would ever want to be with someone who could basically be her dad. I have never. they might exist, and I guess to each their own, but it's kind of disturbing. 4 or 5, somewhere there. Another thing is literary tropes, as in Gone Girl, the cool girl type, or like the manic pixie dream girl, and the femme fatale, or like the weird devil female character who happened to ruin this one male character's life forever and just made him a recluse or whatever. And it's just the girl, again, going back to what I said earlier, is that this girl exists to give this guy some kind of life, and she's the manic pixie dream girl, the cool girl, is impulsive, and she's hip, and she's chill, and does whatever it is the guy wants, and like makes him do things that he's never done before, not including vandalism and thievery. Like, those aren't impulsive things, those are illegal things. Like, that does. For a female character to be the dream girl that they want and to teach them how to live their lives free of their emotional crutch of whatever their previous girlfriends or whatever life destroying event that happened to them, they do things that are borderline illegal and definitely a danger to their life, and it's terrible. And the last thing I needed to mention is the way women are pitted against women in literature. Again, as I mentioned earlier, they're either isolated or they hate. Apparently, something in these girls' lives have made them hate every single woman, and so all they want to do is spend time with guys. Again, I have never met a girl who hates women that much that she only spends time with guys. It's pitting women against women, and this one girl sides with the guy because, oh, he treats her right or whatever, and it's like this isolation. That's not an actual thing. It's so weird to me that they're written as alone and non-existent from a holistic lifestyle other than from their interaction with this one male character. I find it really bothersome. So those were the 5 or 6 things I think I mentioned that really bother me about the way women are written in literature, specifically by male authors. I have in fact come across women written by women who fall amongst these things that really bother me, and it is disturbing that those things come to pass even by female authors, but unfortunately it does happen, so it's not excusable. Like, female authors are not excused from these really wrong tropes, but I've seen it mostly in men, and I feel like there are probably other videos out there, but this needs to be addressed by authors, by publishers, by readers, and it needs to change. So here's my video about that, and hopefully there's already a discourse going about this. Yeah, so stay tuned for more videos. I've got a lot of reviews coming in. I read like 10 or 12 books over the semester. It's a pitiful amount, but I was taking 18 hours, so excuse me for that. But there'll be more videos coming up. I still haven't posted my Texas Teen Book Festival vlog or my month study abroad in Milan, and I'm sure I like to watch vlogs, and I'm sure you would like to watch vlogs too, so even though it's very, very late, they'll come soon enough. My videos are scattered all over my folder, so it'll take a while, but they'll be up. Yeah, please leave comments down below on your thoughts on what I just spoke about. My other links are also down below in the description box, and like this video if you liked it, and share it if you want other people to see what other people think about women in literature. I don't know. It's been a while since I've filmed. Bye.